So first of all, guys, this architecture which you can see over here, this is known as your multi-home firewall architecture. Okay. Okay, so just as the disclaimer, which you see in the movies and every TV shows, right? That this story is totally, fictional and fantasy based, blah blah blah. So this is similarly an analogy, as I mentioned before, of how Sony Entertainment might have got hacked, right? So it might not be the accurate one. This may not be exactly not the same or accurate, but at least you will get an idea what type of the process, how things are done. Okay, so you can see, on the internet side, if you can see, there was a group of hacker, okay, a group of an attacker from over the internet, and they were able to access the DMZ. Yes, and can we say DMZ is a place where anything you want to give public access to, you put it into DMZ bit of it. So these attackers, they were able to access DMZ, and what happened when they were trying to bypass this firewall 2, you can say, when they were trying to bypass, this firewall 2, they were unable to do that. They were not able to do that. That's why they were not able to get inside the internal network of Sony Entertainment Unit. Okay, so they rather tried the firewall 1 and they were successful in, you know getting access of the firewall 1. So now what happens? See guys, whatever the traffic that is gonna go from inside this internal network to the internet, it has to go through these firewall, right? It has to go through these firewalls, which means it has to go through firewall 1 also, right? That means it has to go through firewall 1 also. So now any traffic that is going to the internet, they can see, these people can see what the people are requesting from. So they notice someone from inside was accessing New York Times on a regular basis. It's a newspaper company, right? So let's say someone from inside was accessing New York Times on a regular basis. So hacker thought to compromise New York Times rather than Sony. See, you tell me guys, like, what is more easy to compromise? Is it a Sony or a newspaper company? Which will you think which is might the easier one to go with? Newspaper, right? Everyone might agree with that. So what they did, they installed a Trojan into the newspaper website company. Okay, they installed the Trojan over there. Yeah, Parinita injects malicious code and it gives you a backdoor access, right? The Trojan, always remember Trojan is a malware, and a keyword related to that malware is that it gives you the backdoor access into that particular system. Okay, so what Trojan does, it generally, gives you a backdoor access to a particular system. So let's say there was a receptionist from Sony, and he or she was accessing the New York Times. And what happens, as she was accessing the New York Times, the Trojan entered to her system, right? As she was accessing the New York Times, the Trojan entered to her system. And what happened from this system, you know, the attackers, they were able to compromise this system, then this, then this, then this, and then this. Some sort of a lateral movement, right? Some sort of a lateral movement over here we can see. So can you see a chain created by the chain of compromise system, right? There's a chain of compromise system, isn't it? So tell me one thing. Do you think there will be only one person accessing the New York Times? Obviously no, right? There were many people accessing the New York Times. So let's say around, I would say a number around, 320K or something like that, anything. So what happens? These 320K people were also affected with the Trojan, isn't it, guys? Right? So hacker compromised around 320K of the system just to get access into Sony Entertainment organization, right? You might say that receptionist might have got any, message on her system that a malware has been detected, and what she did is she ignored that warning as she was used to open New York Times every day. And right now I'm talking about what? I'm talking about a non-techie person, right? I'm talking about a non-techie person right now. Okay, so you can say this lady somehow installed the Trojan into a system, and now attackers, they were able to compromise the whole Sony Entertainment Unit, And this was just not the difficult task that they were able to get around 100 TB of data. They were able to gather about 100 TB of data. And that 100 TB of data was not just from the Sony Entertainment Unit, it was from these, including these people's data as well, because they were also having the Trojan, right? So almost you can say they got around 100 TB of data, including various information, various PIIs, and multiple important and sensitive information. Now, actually we are living in 2021, and since previously also, like if I say, we have a very good connection, internet connection, right? And let's say if someone is trying to get around 10 MB of any data from your system, would you even realize that? Your phone is of 64 GB, right? 128 GB. If I'm trying to access only what 10 MB of that, would you even notice that? No, right? So similarly, if I say we have, 1 TB of a hard disk, would you even notice if I take 100 MB of data? Yep. No, isn't it? So, they used the concept of distributed computing, and they took around, you can say, 100 MB space from all the system, and they started ciphering that data to everyone, like, these 320K people as well. So what happened? They took around 100 TB of data and nobody knew about it. That's really sad part. So even if guys, if you read about this whole scenario, the attackers, it took attackers around 1 year, more than 1 year, to perform this attack successfully. Like if I say this attack was announced in 2014, so if you say, like, if the attack was announced in November 2014, so the attackers, they have started, way before, in mid of 2013. So this might give you an idea that, this hacking, it requires patience, guys. It requires patience. So now, what they did is, since, nobody knew about these scenarios, they started clearing their tracks. They started clearing their tracks. So inside every system, what they did, they set up a logic bomb, and that logic bomb, so logic bomb is a tickle time bomb, okay, which needs to be run at a particular time. So as soon as it reaches a particular step, it executes itself. So what they did, they smartly put a, cleaner with that logic bomb, which is known as your Shemon. Okay, that's a cleaner. It's a famous malware. Someone calls it cleaner, someone calls it wiper. So logic bomb execute at the setup time, and they cleaned up all the systems over there. The next day, let's say, at around 10 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning, when the people are, get to the office, opening their systems. So every system's screen was displaying that you were hacked by Guardian of Peace, right? And parallelly, what they did, they made all those 100 TB of data public. So if you guys remember, there's a movie with the name The Fury and The Interview. These, when I say those 100 TB of data was made public, these movies also were made public by the attackers. They were not launched, they were never launched, okay. The attackers made them public before even their premiere or screening. It was right up there into the internet. So what happened is, if you might have read on Google or somewhere else, you might have noticed that, they have listed that this attack was, actually happened regarding this movie only, The Interview. Reason being, in this movie, there was this, you can say, assassination of the leader of Northern Korea. I guess the name is Kim Jong Un, right? So they showed this assassination of that leader over here. So that's why, they, it wasn't clear that, who was the, who, from where this Guardian of Peace belongs to. It was never that much clear. So, but whenever big hack happens, you have to pin someone's name. So they did North Korea for this one. And they mentioned that this hack was regarding this movie with the name Interview, because attackers, they said, okay, do not launch this interview, or else we will make your, movie public. All right. So this was a scenario regarding your Sony Entertainment hack.